Surprise! I decided to have one more video come out in 2024, and this is it. We're going to be doing a favorites of 2024, also regrets of 2024. We're just going to smash it all into one video, and this is how we're going to end 2024. So let's get into it. Hi, I'm Ryn, and welcome to Ryn.the.Dragon, where collect things, especially dolls. My second channel is linked down below, and let's get into today's video. So, some of these aren't necessarily dolls, but we're still gonna talk about it today because it's things I want to collect or things I've collected and all of that. And I do think talking about your regrets is good. Talking about it. And I have been seeing people do like favorite dolls of the year, doing doll awards and stuff like that. And I thought that was a really fun idea. And so I was like, I bought a ton of dolls that I'm very excited to have in my collection, and I want to share them with you. So that's what we're doing today. So I don't want to end the video with the regrets, so I'm going to try to get them out of the way first. And one thing I definitely regret doing is breaking my headphones, which is like, that's what you regret. I do regret breaking my headphones, and it was a month before, like it was literally last month, and I had to end up spending money that I didn't want to spend on that on replacing them. And I ended up the first pair, I also regret buying the Bose headphones, and I have videos that are going onto my second channel on my headphones, so I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it. But I bought some headphones and I didn't like them, so I returned them, and they left last week, and I won't be getting my money back until the new year, which sucks. It really sucks. So that's something I regret, and I had to buy new ones, and I love the new ones because they're exactly like the old pair. They're just a different color. They're just kind of they're right here. They are kind of stained with the color of my hair. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on camera, but it is kind of stained with my new hair color. I don't regret getting the colored headphones. I knew this was going to happen, but that just makes it more personal to me. So you can't tell me you don't know whose headphones they are because they're mine. So I do regret having to buy a new set of headphones because that wasn't my plan. My plan was to try to get as many Rainbow High, Shadow High dolls as possible so I can end that chapter in 2024. But now I have to wait till 2025 to complete that chapter because I only bought one, and that one's for Christmas. And I have seen her, and I wish her bangs were better, but I did get one off the list. And so I have 4 or 5 more to go. Hopefully I get that done before my birthday, because I just want to close the chapter. And all the other Rainbow Shadow High dolls I plan on getting are going to be out of box, used, because they have the articulation, and I can customize them if I want. And I'm kind of excited to do that, to test my hands on customizing. That's another regret. I was watching Fairy Tale Dolls, and they were saying that they regret not customizing enough. I've actually customized 3 dolls, and you haven't seen any. You have seen one, but you didn't see the video of it because I did film the video of customizing her. And I was a low level one. The first 3 have been low level. They have gotten a little bit more intricate since the first one, and I injured myself. Like these two knuckles got injured in the process of the third doll, which I just customized this month. I think I customized one in July, one in September, and one in December. So I want to do more customizing. I want to buy dolls that I can customize. I mean, I did buy my American Girl dolls with the intention of customizing them. I just want to actually get to that point where I am actually customizing them. So I do regret that I didn't do more, because that was my plan from the beginning when I got these American Girls. I got 3, and now I have like 10, 11. And yes. And I was like, I don't regret buying the ones that I bought. I mean, maybe I do regret. I regret buying so many at once because I really did want to customize the first 3, and those 3 are still not customized. So I do regret that I bought them in such like a quick succession. But also, I don't regret actually paying for them and having them in my house. I just wish that I had bought wigs for the other ones, and now I am like regretting that I didn't do that. This is a 2023 regret. Or 2020, it is 2024, but I've been thinking about it a lot in 2024, so which is why I'm talking about it. I kind of sort of regret getting Kit, because I was planning on customizing her, so it didn't really matter. But when I'm really thinking about who I should have gotten for my Enid, I'm really thinking I should have got a Just Like You number 22, because I feel like she looks more like Enid than Kit. And I was like, oh, I could just remove the freckles, or I kind of like the freckles at the time, and just like swap her wig. And whenever I put clothes on her, she looks like Kit, she feels like Kit, and it's just like, you're Kit. And I kind of like, why did I buy Kit? And so 2025, I'm just really thinking, do I still want Kit to be Enid, or do I want Kit to be Kit and get her like a meat outfit and like some other outfits and stuff, and make a modern Kit, or not? Because I am really just like, you are not Enid. And every time I look at her, she's Enid. And it's not the face mold. I think the face mold is perfect for Enid. I just think it's the aura she gives off in that wig. And I haven't been able to find a wig that I like enough to put on her. And even when I find a wig, I look at the reviews and I'm like, oh, that's not what I wanted. So I'm just like, I have ideas, but I do regret getting Kit. Even though it's not that I don't like Kit, it's just that I was always planning on customizing Kit, and she is Kit. At the end of the day, she's Kit. And I do think like number 22 has lighter blue eyes, and I think I like that more, especially if I don't plan on giving her new eyes. I might end up giving her new eyes, Enid, but we will see. I don't know about that. I do want to test out customizing and giving dolls new eyes. After rewigging, I think the next challenge is to swap eyes, and then after that, it's painting. And while I do know how to paint in theory. I've made some watercolor. That is something that I'm just like nervous about, especially when it comes down to customizing smaller dolls where you get to like repaint their eyes and stuff. And there are ways to go about doing it, but I want it to look perfect, and that's another reason why I haven't actually done it yet, because I'm like nervous that it's gonna look really bad. And so I do regret that. Another regret, and this is actually not even like on me, it's literally on Disney, but it's still something that I regret, and I want to talk about it, and I will talk about it until I have her in my house. And that's like Jane Porter. I really, 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 really wanted the 25th anniversary Jane Porter so bad. I was saving up for her and I had the money to buy her. I just don't have the money to get on a plane, get a ticket to Disneyland, and get her. Also, hotel. I mean, at this point, I would have gotten on the plane, went to Disneyland, got her, got back on the plane, and headed back to my house if that was what was needed, because I really wanted her and I really regret not being able to get her, and it's not my fault. But also, I feel like it's just something that I think about literally every day. I think about her every day. And it's one of those things that I really regret. And like, maybe if I just lived in California. I live on the other side of the country, and it was just never gonna end up happening. I really wish she was just like available online, so I could have just gotten her. And now she's $600 to $800, and that is just like something that it's a hard pill to swallow that I may never own her. So I just think about her every day. Every day. Any other regrets? Okay, you know what? There are 2 dolls that I do regret purchasing. And one of them I've already given to my little sister. The other one I'm going to give to her once I unbox Christmas. Because this is the day before Christmas. It's Christmas Eve that I'm filming this. I was thinking about filming this like days ago, and I'm like, I'll do it after Christmas. No, do it before. I regret getting Monster Ball Claudine. Not because I didn't like her outfit. I really think her hair really got to me. And I'm not even like a hair snob or anything like that. I was just like, oh, I like the frizzy. Because I like the first Twyla doll and her like frizzy hair. I like it. But when it comes down to Claudine, it was too much for me. It really was too much. I had to have her hair in a braid for it to like be nice. And I also had as tinsel, and I don't think tinsel belongs in hair. I don't think it belongs in hair, especially doll hair. You could do whatever you want with your human hair, but doll hair, it doesn't belong in there. And there's only small instances where I like it. I think G1 Abby, like her core doll, I don't hate it in her hair, but I don't like it in hair. And it makes it like, I don't like putting my fingers through it. I ended up cutting them shorter on the Claudine, but I wish I just didn't buy her. And she's in my sister's collection now, so. And then the second one I regret buying is another G3 doll, which is like sad because it's not like I don't like G3. It's just that the one that I purchased I regret buying. And that is the like Cleo Pets one with the 2 pets. And why do I regret that one? I regret that one because I don't like her outfit like at all. Why did I want her? I liked her hair color. I liked that she had the 2 pets. And that was all the logic went to that. I went into the store, I picked her up, and I grabbed her and walked out. I mean, I paid for her. And then I walked out, and then I unboxed her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got her now, yay! And then I'm just like, every time I look at her, I'm just like, your outfit, I don't like it. And I think about it all the time, and spoiler, I bought myself the Refresh Cleo, and that one I am excited to unbox because her outfit is amazing. Yes, her outfit's amazing. I think she's really beautiful, and I'm just excited to own her. And I do plan on getting another Claudine. I just plan on getting the Refresh one. I like that one a lot more than the one that I purchased before. I also regret not getting a Laguna. I'm planning. I had so many plans on the ending of 2024. I was like, after I buy Christmas presents for my family, I'm gonna buy Rainbow High, Shadow High dolls, and I was gonna buy the Monster High G3 dolls that I didn't buy previously, and I still haven't done it. And I'm like, okay, January, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be like trying to get the G3 dolls that I didn't get before, because I really need to get a Claudine in my collection. I really need to get a Laguna in my collection, and I really like the refresh doll the best out of all the Lagunas, and I regret not getting her because I was like, oh, you're so cute. And so that's a plan that I am going to be doing. Bratz. I did buy Bratz this year, which is one of my goals, so I'm glad I did that. And I also plan on getting some older Barbie dolls, and I did get that. I was planning on doing it in Christmas, but I got it for my birthday, the beginning of the year. Things change. I still gonna be trying to do that in 2025, get the older Barbie dolls. And another one that I was like, okay, so birthday I'm gonna get what dolls were those? Bratz Rock Angels. One of the dolls that I do regret buying in that whole thing was the redo of Bratz Rock Angels Jade, specifically. Jade and that Yasmin. Why? My Jade, she doesn't look like Jade. And I think there's something wrong with her eyes, her face. There's something wrong with her. And I was showing my sister, because I'm like, when I saw her, I'm like, I see. So there's a time where she was directly across from my bed. Like, I had all the Bratz Rock Angels just directly across from my bed. And every time I would look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I finally have them in my collection. And I would narrow in on Jade, because she was like in the middle. And I'm like, what is going on with you? And it's just like, oh, I just don't like her. So in 2025, I do kind of plan on getting like an older one, even if she's nude, and just swapping the outfits, like giving her that outfit. And maybe I'll customize that Jade. We'll see, I don't know. But I do regret that one, because I don't like her eyes. There's something going on with her eyes, and I just like, it's throwing me off. And then the Yasmin, she has a very pinky red undertone that I'm like, I just don't vibe with. I'm like, why is your face so red? Why is it so red? And I'm like, that's another one that I might end up getting like an older one of, and just swapping the outfits and then customizing her or giving her to someone else. I don't know. That is another one that I regret getting, because I'm just like, the rest of them look really good. It's just those two that I'm just like, why do you guys look like that? And so that's one thing. And another thing I regret with Bratz is that I was planning on getting, I had a lot of plans for Christmas for myself, and I didn't do any of it. Which is another regret, that I didn't do what I was planning on doing for Christmas. Which originally was Barbie and Bratz again, and then it changed to before that it was the G3s, and then it became the Rainbow High, Shadow High. But another thing I regret is not getting the Pretty and Punk collection of Bratz. That is something I'm going to be trying to do in 2025, because I want all of that. There's 2 lines that I wanted complete, and those are the 2 refresh ones that I wanted to complete. I wanted all of those, and I wanted all of the Brass Rock Angels. And so those are ones that I'm going to be trying to get in 2025. And I just like regret that I didn't do it before. But there was one doll that is like hard to get unless you go to like Macy's or something. And I think that's Megan. Megan wasn't like on Amazon. And I'm like, you're not on Amazon. Why aren't you on Amazon? And so I didn't end up getting them. I also like kind of impulsively bought a bunch of dolls that I wasn't planning on getting. I don't regret those decisions at all. So that's why I'm not talking about those in my regrets. I just regret that I didn't stick to the plan, because I have this tendency to go off plan, go off script completely, and I do regret that. But in that, I did get 3 different doll lines that I really I wanted, and I'm almost finished one of them. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them I'm almost finished with. What was the other one? Actually, the 3rd one I am finished with. So I finished 1 doll line, and I'm almost finished the other 2 that I bought instead of the ones that I was planning on getting. And I've also, I have plans for next year on dolls I want to get, which I will definitely be filming that video sometime in January. So you'll see that in 2025. And we're also going to be reviewing the previous doll wish list, just to go over, check our boxes and stuff. And so those are my regrets for 2024. And now we can go into the favorites of 2024. In no particular order, we're just gonna grab some from over here and talk about them. I did want to make sure that at first I was just gonna do 12. I think I have more than 12 down here. But I was just thinking to myself that a lot of them were the more expensive ones, and they are going to be on the list, because once you spend a lot of money, they're going to be a favorite. That's just going to happen. But I didn't want to just be all expensive dolls. I wanted to make some plain ones in there as well. So I got a mixture of them. It's still leaning more towards the more expensive ones, but I do have some cheaper ones that I purchased that are some of my favorites. So maybe we'll go the cheaper ones first and then the more expensive ones. I think we'll do that. Or do an expensive one and a cheaper one and alternate. That sounds like a good plan. We'll do that. So first up, we have a doll that was $25. And I liked the entire launch of these because I got all of them. But we're going to do just one out of the line because there's a lot. The Creep Productions, getting the Creep Productions, again, I was 14 when I got my first Monster High doll, and my only Monster High doll as a kid, teen, whatever, as a minor, and so I never got to get the rest of them, and so I'm glad that I now have the core dolls, and she's one of my favorites. I think her outfit is one of my favorites in the Creep Productions, which is why I picked her. It would have been Abby, but I remember Tinsel, and she can't be a favorite with Tinsel, even though she is my favorite doll with Tinsel in her hair. So we went with her. I love Guya. Guya is one of my favorite characters, and she's one of my favorites of the 2024 because of that. Though that's actually crazy. The fact that I got a lot of Cleo's. Cleo's also a favorite, but I just wanted to pick one from the line, and she's a 2-pack. And I'm more excited about Cleo than Deuce, even though I am very excited to have a Deuce with glasses, because he's the only one I have with glasses, and he's my 3rd Deuce. But I'm very excited about owning the core dolls of Monster High, even if it's 2024 and not the 20 whatever year that was. And so yeah, I'm happy, and she still has her little stays to keep her glasses on. I think the G1s, I'll keep the glasses on the Guyas, and then the G3s will just take them off. I don't know. But she is one of my favorites. Next up, we have the Disney I Love You Forever doll. She's my favorite out of the 3 that I purchased because she has the older eyes. And I saw the older dolls in Target, and I'm gonna get them because I prefer this look over the painted on eyes. And I also like the little diamond shaped knees. I just think they're cool concept and they're really cute. And she's my favorite out of the all of my Disney Love You Forevers. She was also, when I got her, I think she was, I didn't get her from the website. I'm pretty sure she was like $16 when I got her off of eBay inbox. So she is a favorite. I think she's really cute. And even though the newer Disney Love You Forevers have a second outfit, I would prefer you give me these eyes again. I prefer them. I think they look really good and they're unique, because the only other dolls that I have that have the same kind of eyes are the Rainbow High dolls, and they have a bigger head, and so it's nice to see them on a smaller head. And I wish Disney would go back to these. They're not going to, but I wish they would. And so that's why I will be getting the older ones versus getting the newer ones. I can't remember how much she was, and the one I really wanted to show you, I don't know where she is. I have a lot of dolls, and she could be in a different box entirely from the one I thought she was in. But I do like the Disney fairies that I bought. She's one of my favorites. I also wish I could have found Spike. Spike was in the blue collection, so she's in a different bag entirely, and I don't know. But I do like that I was able to complete all of the Disney fairies. I have all of them, and I'm just very happy about that. And she's just an example of it, and this is one of the more rare ones. She's not like a very common one. I'm not saying she's super rare. I don't like really saying a doll is like rare when it's like a playline one, but she is not an easy find, which is why I'm leaning more towards she's rare, but she's not impossible to find. And she's also, I don't think I spent a terrible amount of money on her. She might have been $28-$30, and I don't think she came with wings either, which could have contributed to it. But I really like her. Don't ask me her name right now, because I'm drawing a blank. Shimmer? I think it's Shimmer. We're gonna go with Shimmer, and if it's not, I'll replace the name with where her name actually is. I'm just glad she's in my collection, and she looks very much like a blonde version of Vidya, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, she's in the collection. She needs to get her hair done. Her rubber band broke because it was like really old. I need to give her a new rubber band. But I love that I completed them. I also have the other like Disney store ones from like the books, but they're not out of the box yet, so we have to like pick one that's out of the box that you've already seen, because the other ones, I haven't filmed their video yet. I'm gonna do that in the new year. But we got her, and I love all of them. I'm pretty sure she was under $20, but I can't remember fully. She is Bratz Masquerade. I can't remember her name because she's not one of the core characters, but she's a vampire, and I love any masquerade line or any like costume doll line. I kind of want to own all of them, especially because like any like costume ball reminds me of Monster High, because they do like, this one's a vampire and they have like fairies, and it brings in that fairy tale as element to dolls that I really like. And she has pink hair, which my favorite color, so she is in the favorites, and she's the only brat I have down here, but she is my favorite brat doll of 2024, and just in general, because she's a vampire. She's a vampire, and she is beautiful. It's kind of a regret that I bought this one, but because she does have like a cape that's missing, and also like a masquerade mask. I don't really need the mask, but I did want the cape, so I do regret getting this one specifically. But she is my favorite of 2024, and it's not really part of a full regret. I just wish I got one with a cape. But I couldn't beat the price, and she did have her shoes and stuff, and sometimes it's like they have different shoes popped on them. So it's not a full regret, and that's why she is in the favorites. Blushy is a favorite of mine. Look at the hair. It's pretty. It's pink, and she is stunning. I just can't remember her name. Is it Fiona? I'm making stuff up. There is a Fiona, but I don't know if that's Fiona. Oh, I was supposed to do the more expensive ones. I'm realizing that. So now we're going to do an expensive one. We'll do like 3 expensive ones to catch up. So first up, January 2024, I purchased the Aurora 65th anniversary doll, and she's obviously was going to make it in this list. I love Aurora. She's on this list more than once because she's a favorite character. She's my favorite Disney princess of all time, and she is stunning. I love her. She's also like the most she was at the time the most expensive doll I paid for, 1, and 2, she's also like my first like Disney collector doll, and so she's really special because of that. And I bought a computer for Christmas 2023, didn't like it, returned it, and used that money to get her. So no regrets there. Love that I had that money, just like I could just like put it towards her. And so yes, got her. Did her price go down after I paid for her? Yes. But did Monster High doll anxiety made me get her the day she released? And I don't regret that, even though her price did go down significantly. But she's here in my house. Love her. Next, we're gonna do my 25th anniversary Mulan doll. She is the most expensive doll in my collection by like $50 because I had to get her from a... Is it a reseller if it's been a year? Probably still a reseller. But I ended up paying $160 for her. But the rest of that was because of Macari's like things and also shipping her, I think. So all of those fees added up to $201, but she was $160 technically. She was $160. But I think she's stunning. There's another one of these Mulan limited edition ones that I really would like to get, but she's like $400. So getting the one that is half the price is good too. And I really love Mulan. She's one of my favorite Disney heroines. I think she's technically a Disney princess, even though she's not a princess. But I love her so much, and I love her movie. She's one of the movies that I watch like, the most. Another doll that's on the list, and she was expensive. She wasn't as expensive, but she was pretty expensive. I think she was like 100 something. 100. We'll say 100, and if she was a little bit more expensive, she was around that price. And it's her Aurora as Briar Rose. And yeah, again, Aurora, favorite Disney princess of all time. I needed her in her Briar Rose outfit. And I also cosplayed as her when I went to the Ren Fair. In this outfit. The skirt was beige instead of gray. But yeah, she is in my collection and I love her so much. She was actually like on my floor for some reason, and she must have fell off of my desk or my chair. And I was like, oh, what are you doing on the floor, girl? You gotta be in the video. Brush yourself off. You're on TV. So got her, and her I need to fix her curl because it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. But love her. So she is in the collection. She also has flat feet, which was really cool. And I also think that her very neutral facial expression is the facial expression that should have been on this doll here, because she's cheesing like she's like the happiest person ever next to the person who put her to sleep for made her prick her finger. And so I think this facial expression is better for this doll than the one she currently has. But getting into another doll, I love the whole Kelly line. Back in the day, they were some of my favorite dolls, and I wanted to own every single one of them. I don't. I only own like 2 Tommies, and my favorite out of the 2 is Tommy as Ivan. Swan Lake, such a beautiful movie. I loved her. I loved Ivan and Carlita. I need to get a Carlita. I kind of want her in box, so I've been like patiently waiting. Because then once I get Carlita in box, I can take them both out of the box. And why do I want her in box? Because I want her to have her shoes. I want her to be complete, and so I want to get her in box. And he was not expensive at all. I think he was like $13, and I really liked their characters, and I just need to get Carlita. I need to get a lot of Kellys, but that was one that that's another regret, I guess, that I didn't get Carlita. But 2025 will make it happen. I don't remember how much this doll cost. It wasn't terribly expensive, but it wasn't necessarily cheap either. I think she was more expensive than the other doll I got. I think she was like $30-$40. But we have Mavis, and honestly, Mavis and Draculaura technically are sisters. They're technically sisters. And I ended up purchasing a nude Mavis, and she's in a different outfit, and because I didn't think I would find her for a good price, fully like decked out. And then I did a few months later, and so I don't regret that purchase because like she's in a cute outfit. I just need to find her some shoes. I do love that I was able to find her complete. I also got like the wedding outfit one. That one still has a tear on it, and technically she was $1, but like $10 to ship. And then this one was like $20-$30, and then like $10 to ship or something. So she was a little bit more expensive, but she's complete, and she's sisters with Draculaura, so yeah, technically. And I do want to have like the 2 of them next to each other because they're like sisters. So I love her, and her little like wings, and she does have like articulation in the elbows and the knees, but just not the wrist, which is fine. She has like some articulation, which is better than none. And yes, I think she's adorable. She's one of my favorite characters, and I'm glad she's in my collection. And I was like, when I found out there was a doll, I was like, I need to get her. So now I have 3. I got 3 this year, and she's my favorite out of the 3. We're gonna have like 2 dolls that are very like same character in this video, but we have my Living Dead doll, Wednesday, and she's actually one of my most watched videos this year, which is interesting. Like after the doll collections, it's like her, she's like up there in the top like 5 videos, and I was very surprised by that, but I love it. She is beautiful, she's stunning. Of course, she's going to make the list, and I don't want to go too deep into getting Living Dead dolls, but there are specific ones that I want, and there are characters that exist outside of the Living Dead doll like genre that I want to get, like one of them being Harley Quinn. I'm pretty sure I saw a Harley Quinn one, and there's a Catwoman one. There's actually 2 Catwoman ones that I'm just like because Batman, obviously, and there's other characters that I want to get, but she started it all. She's special. I did have to wait a very long time for her, which was just like, okay. And so it was a nice surprise, but also I was just like unexpected. I'm like, ooh, where did that money go? And I was like, oh, she's shipping. She's coming. So I love her, and I'm glad she's in the collection. She's a very like sturdy one, and she's special. She is not one of my more expensive. She is expensive in the grand scheme of like I think I paid 63 for her. But I was also get her to my house. I think she's reaching like 54, 50, 50 something, and then getting her shipped to my house and all that. 63. So not the most expensive, but she does have a nice price tag to her. But you can find her on eBay for around the price that she actually is. I think $54, which isn't a bad price because that's how much she would have been if there wasn't for shipping and stuff. So I love her, and I kind of want to get the other Wednesday doll. We will see what 2025 has to offer because I may or may not get her. But speaking of her in her other outfit, we're just going to do the other one right after this one. And that is the Monster High Wednesday collab. I love all three of them. Why did she make the cut? Honestly, it's the hair. I think it's the hair for me. It's beautiful. Her outfit's really pretty, even though it is like 1,000% see-through. But the black outfit underneath it does kind of like make up for it. Her shoe design, I know a lot of people are kind of sick of the gimmicky like heels. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They're some of my favorite parts. I really like that one shoe is the Abominable Snowman or the Yeti. I can't remember which one they actually refer to them as, and the other one's just an icicle. It's a small detail that I really like, and I like that they're creative with it. Some people may be sick of them, but honestly, I eat them up every single time, and she is obviously going to be on this list. I love her. Another regret. I'm realizing I have a lot of regrets with 2024. Another regret is that I didn't get them from Mattel. And the only reason I regret not getting them from Mattel is because I really wanted the fashion pack to put the other Wednesday in. Because I like that outfit more than the one she's wearing, which is why she's not in the favorites. Because I do have regrets that I didn't get that outfit, and now it's sold out, and I don't know if they'll restock it or not. I'm going to be paying like very close attention to if they restock or not, because I do regret not getting that outfit. And going on the reseller, they were like $60, and I'm like, $60? That's more expensive than her. So I do regret that. Wow, I'm just thinking of more regrets that I have. But she is one of my favorites. I do have like an issue that their arms, this is how far their arms go to their bodies, that they can't go closer to their bodies, which kind of irritates me because I can't do the full like dance motion for her. She can't really do it, which I'm not a big fan of, but she's still a very pretty doll. And I usually have her stand next to her parents, which are the Barbie versions of Morticia and Gomez. And the three of them together, cute. I love them. And getting in, you can just like stick with the Addams Family one, and I'm just gonna get something. Where? Oh, it's next to me. I do have 3 Wednesdays on this list. Yeah. Addams Family, a favorite. They're going to be on the list. And if I did a list last year, of course, Morticia and Gomez would have been on that list because Addams Family, love. This is a Skelector, and this is like my first Skelectors. They're kind of like my only Skelectors. I don't have any other Skelectors. I was very excited about the 2-pack of these. Part of me does regret not getting other Skelectors, but I got some other dolls instead. And I love Morticia. She's like one of my favorite characters of all time. And so getting her as a doll, both versions, Monster High and Barbie, It's great. And I also like that she is like, there's a height difference. I mean, there always was going to be a height difference, but I don't think she has that same height difference. Yeah, she's like taller. So it's just like nice that they did consider like height. She actually, I think she's younger in this one versus this doll. She's like 16, and this one she's like 13. I think. I don't know how Monster High does it, but she's about 13. And so it's just like, I love this. Being my first collectors, it's great. I love that. Next up, another one that I got for a very good price. We have Marisol. She is a giant. And I love her. She was a very good price and complete. I'm pretty sure she was in like the summer doll haul. She was a very good price, and I was like, wow. The one thing that is like kind of crazy is that she's too tall for her stand. She's too tall for her stand, and every time I like pop her little stand on, she kind of has to like have her knees bent in order to fit on it. Because if I have the stand up any higher, it's going to fall off. But she's a very tall girl. And like, she's tall. And then she also has heels on. She probably wouldn't be so tall if her feet were flat. But she has heels on. And so she is a literal giant. And I'm pretty sure she is Abby's cousin, and I love Abby, so her cousin, yes, and she is favorite. I got her for a good price. I'm pretty sure she was like $15 complete with the stand, and I think the seller originally said the stand was not included, but they shipped the stand too, and I was like, I'm not complaining, thank you, because she's a giant and she kind of needs it. But yes, we have Marisol in the collection too, and I'm like, your favorite. A doll that's not, her video is not coming out until 2025 because I literally did Dollmas and then she came in, so I can squeeze her in 2024. So her video will be out later, but I'm just gonna like briefly show her and say she's a favorite because obviously she was $90 and she's not in a 2-pack. So I'm going to quickly show her, and then we'll talk more about her in her own video. Jennifer Long. She's beautiful. She's stunning. I'm glad I have her in my collection, but I'm not going to spend too much time talking about her because her video is coming out. I do need to get a core Jennifer. I'm kind of being patient because if they're going to be like coming out with re-releases of dolls, maybe she'll get one, and I'm just like going to be like, I'm not going to rush trying to complete my Monster High collection. We're going to just take it slow and steady. And in the meantime, we're going to be getting other brands while we wait patiently. So, got a Jennifer. Love her. Next. My coworker was selling some dolls, sold some to me. And I'm pretty sure that I did have a video where they talk about them, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it because that video is going to be coming out in 2025. I film a lot. I film more faster than I can edit them, so there's a lot of videos I need to edit, and you'll see there sometime in 2025. But I managed to get an inbox doll for $5, and one of them was Allie from Descendants, and out of the two that I got, she is a favorite. I don't know. I think it's just like because she doesn't have a real role in the movies. It's just like her doll. She looks spectacular, and you know who she is based on her outfit. It's just like there's no question of who she is, and she's beautiful. And $5, she had to make the list. I also have an Evie, which I'm very excited to own Evie. But Allie, the dolls that didn't get like a real role in movies, I'm just like very excited. I also really, really, really want to get a Jane. Gonna be on the hunt. There was one that I kept seeing on Macari, and she like kept seeing her for sale, and then all of a sudden she was like sold, and I was like, my heart, my heart. But 2025. There's a lot of plans. I don't know if I'll complete them all in 2025, but it can go on 2026. But I am going to be keeping my eye out on these dolls. I think in my doll wish list, I'll talk about dolls that necessarily don't need to get before the end of the year, but dolls that I want to collect in coming as the years go on. So I'll be on the lookout for the doll wish list. Before I go into other dolls, I think we're gonna take a slight detour and talk about dolls, things that aren't dolls that I've purchased over the 2024. And it's not gonna be like every single thing I purchased in 2024 because I have bought a lot, but just a few things. Number one, went to the Ryn Fair, and I love Lord of the Rings. If you didn't know that, I love Lord of the Rings, and that's another thing that I want to collect more of. But went to the Ryn Fair, and I got this like leather map. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's Lord of the Rings. They had other various sizes, but this one I'm pretty sure was like $35. And I made sure that I was like, kept my eye. I was like, which shop was that at? Made sure that we walked around first and looked around, and then I came back and I was like, okay, we're gonna get this. And I also got like little dragons from a different seller that is also like leather, like real leather, and they're on my cane that I walk around with. But like this, it's a favorite. I love it so much. It has like all the different places, and while a lot of it you can't actually really read, it is like you can see like the bigger parts, and it's beautiful. It's like Middle Earth, and it's stunning. It's one of my favorite things. I just haven't had a place to put it up. Otherwise, it needs to be displayed. It's too beautiful just to be rolled up the whole time. But the back of it is really soft. Next up, this year I've gotten really into watching the Batman animated series, the movies. Batman is my favorite superhero of all time, and I do have other ones that I talk about, but both of them are on Marvel side. But Batman is my favorite, and I got into watching the series. Been watching edits on TikTok, been watching like Bat Fam edits, and I discovered other members of Bat Fam that aren't in the movies. I think they're in Young Justice, but that's a TV show. We haven't got to that part yet. So I've been like watching a lot of Batman, and the pre-order for these Funko Pops came out, and I was like, yes, I need to get them. There have been some like headcanons that other people have that I have adopted, and so I needed to get both of them. So I got Spoiler, and I got Batgirl, Cassandra Cain, and history would tell you that they're best friends or just roommates. So I needed both of them, and now I have them, and they are always displayed together. Another set that I don't have down here, I have like Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. They're always together. And another favorite, I have two other favorites, but they're upstairs. They're at the bottom of my Funko Pop tower, so I couldn't bring them down here. Philip, because he finally got a Funko Pop. This is his first Funko Pop, and he didn't get one until this year. And Aurora and Maleficent are already on their like 65th. Jokes, but he finally got one, so I'm very excited about that. And my sister, I'm pretty sure it was a birthday gift. She got me Legolas Funko Pop, and another one came out this year that I didn't get, but I do plan on getting, because it's Legolas. But I got that Funko Pop, and I love them so much. But I wanted to just bring these two down because I got into Bat Fam, and I need to read. I have been like reading the Batman Family Adventures on the little app Webtoons. I haven't completed it, but I want to get the physical copy, so I haven't been like trying to complete them because I want the physical copies of them. So 2025, I'm already planning 2025, and I'm also like, with all this that I'm going to be spending, I'm going to be going broke in 2025 apparently as well. So got something to look forward to. Plushies. I've gotten a few plushies this year. And I'm going to talk about two of them today. You've already seen my Hello Monkey. Love her. Is she one of my favorites? Yes. But also I'm trying to keep it, not show every single thing that I've purchased in 2024. So we're keeping it down to 2. So I love watching Nat Geo Wild when they're like animal documentaries, especially when it's Africa, because I love big cats, especially lions. So, and there's one it's called Savage Kingdom, and it has a bunch of animals. It has like cheetahs, it has like leopards. Is it leopards? Pretty sure it's leopards. It has lions, it has hyenas, and it has African wild dogs. And we went to Chicago, which that video you've never seen. I did film that, but who knows if you'll ever see it. I went to Chicago in June. We went to the zoo, and I saw an African wild dog in person. I have footage of it somewhere, and I had to get a plush version, and he's been on my bed for like months, and I love him. Does he have a name? I'm terrible at coming up with names, so he doesn't really have a name. I think I did name him at one point, and because I'm just like terrible at it, I forgot what I named him. But I think I wanted to name him after the one that I saw, but I don't know that one's name, so I haven't named him. But he's really cute, and I love him so much, and so he is a favorite. The other one that I got is Carlita. She's in the background of my videos, and I haven't talked about her, but we have Carlita as a skunk, and when I saw it on Macari, I was like sold. And I mean that quite literally. I put an offer in, and the next thing you know it, the money was coming out of my account, and she was being shipped to me, and I was like, yes. So we have a little Carlita. So we do have the two of them. She's just in skunk form and not doll form, but it's like, it says like information like here 2002 and all of that, and I was like, is that? And it was I was very excited. So got her, and now we can go back to the dolls. I have a few more to talk about. First up, the one rainbow high doll in this. I didn't buy a terrible amount this year. I bought a few, but not a ton. Actually, I probably did. I just don't remember. It's been a long year. But her video is going to be... I did film an unboxing for her, so we're not going to talk about her too much. But Delilah. I've been wanting her for a long time. I finally got her. She was not as expensive as she was beginning of the year. So I grabbed her. And now I need to get Poppy. I really want Fantastic Fashion Poppy in box. She's now like $70 to $100. And I regret that I didn't get her like this year when I saw her for like $50, $60. But it's just like, it's a lot. Because like, again, I'm kind of not being a snob. It's like the opposite of a snob. Like frugal. I was like, I'm collecting these dolls, and it wasn't like original plan of mine, and so I got her all of them on sale. And I also never saw her in person. I think if I saw her in person, I would have bought her immediately. Poppy, but I kind of want the Winter Poppy, and I want the Fantastic Fashion Poppy, and Poppy's not going to be a character anymore, so I need to like grab them and have them. I'm taking them out of the boxes though. They're not going to be in box, but I do want to grab them because I think they're really cute, and it's sad that that people didn't like Poppy. And I think people didn't like Poppy because they never saw Poppy. I never saw her in store. I also don't really leave my house, but when I do leave the house, I go to the doll section, and I never saw her. I saw Skylar, which is the blue one, and I saw other ones, but I didn't see her. So I regret not getting her. And Jane Porter was a regret this year. Not my fault, but still regret. I did get the 1999 one. I do want to get like the 2-pack with Tarzan. I regret not getting that. Wow, look at that. More regrets. But I did get her for my birthday, and I was very emotional about her because I love her so much. She's such a great character, and having her as a doll is great. And I was like a tiny child when the movie came out. I was like 3. So my parents didn't buy, we got the VHS of it. I think that was also one of the movies that we actually saw the first one first, and then the second one. All the other ones we saw the second ones of. But I have Jane, and she's still in the box because my original plan was to take her out of the box the same time I got the other one. So she's kind of gonna live in this box until I get the other one. So I need to get on that, don't I? But also $600. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. Next we're gonna go into my American Girls. I have 2 on the list, and number 1 is Jess Akiko. I'm pretty sure. I don't call her Jess, so I'm gonna start off by that. But like, she didn't have like a birthday. Like canonically, she didn't have a birthday, or like, I just know she turned 10 when I turned 10 the same year. I'm pretty sure that the character 10. If I'm wrong, we're gonna pretend that that's the case for this doll because she turned 10 when I turned 10, and I love her haircut. I do plan on rewigging her. I need to find the perfect wig for her because I do love her. And I did change her name. I will be making a video where I talk about my American Girl dolls and doing a collection one where I introduce you all to all of them. Some of them I have had to change their names because I just like sat with them and I didn't really like them for them anymore. But we have Jess, and she was like under $35, I'm pretty sure. So got her, and so like, yeah, in general, American Girls are expensive, but I've only spent more than $35 on American Girls twice. One's brand new in box. That's a Christmas gift for myself, and the other one is the next doll we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do them together, and so I will be doing a name reveal on her in an American Girl specific video, but her name isn't Jess anymore, but she just has the same last name. But she is super cute. I love this face mold. It's one of my favorites that they have come out with, and I love her. Second to last doll we're going to be doing is my Just Like You number 26. I broke my doll buying ban for her. I broke my doll buying ban so much that it wasn't even a ban anymore. Because that's how often I broke it. But I did break it for her. She, at the time, was my most expensive American Girl doll. I don't know if I filmed a video for her. And if I did, I don't know if that video came out. Or if it is coming out. I don't know what I did with that. I was just very excited to get her. And if there is a video, we'll talk more about her then. But even though her hair is cut, it's a very cute haircut, and I'm glad I have her in my collection. And so yeah, she is one that one of my favorites of the year. I bought a ton of American Girl dolls over between like my birthday and like September. I'm pretty sure I got her in September. I bought a ton, and I had to just pick two. Because I was like, I can't show you all of them because they're all my favorites because I love them all. But I picked two, and she made the cut. She is, at the time, one of the most expensive ones I bought. Even not, actually, yeah, I think she's, because I think I've spent like $60, $70 on her. Which is still not the full price. The last doll that's in this doll favorites was... I didn't really plan on getting dolls from this line, but I kept thinking about her, and I was like, if I have the money at the time that she releases, I'll get her, and if I don't, I don't, and it's not the end of the world. I don't know if her video came out yet. Probably not. Ooh. I think I was supposed to have that video come out beginning of December. Because I think I was planning on like talking about a bunch of other things at the end of this video, like end of the year video. So if that video is not out, I film a lot of videos, and sometimes the scheduling doesn't happen the way I plan it to happen. So that video will be coming out if it's not already out. I can't remember what videos are actually up right now. I think it was supposed to come out in early December, because I was supposed to have like a ton of videos come out in December, and I took November off of editing because I was really sad. So that messed up the schedule, and I also had to spend for Dollmas, I had to edit the videos the day before they came out, which was super fun. I loved that for me. But I finished them, and I actually finished the other video for Christmas early. So like, yeah, so her video will be coming out, and so I won't be spending a ton of time talking about her. I just know that I really like her, and my sister has like select dolls, like a handful of dolls that if she could steal from my collection, she would, and this is one of them. She kind of sits in my closet, and whenever my sister goes in my closet, she's like, why is she hiding in here? And it's like, there's no room yet. I don't have shelves up. And she's like, I know, but she needs to be shown. Can I have her? That's kind of how this conversation goes. So I'm very excited that she's in my collection. And she's the only one I have from this line. And if I had the money, I would have gotten Drizella and her sister. I cannot think of her name right now. Anastasia. There we go. I would have gotten them too. They were just $300. But we got our hands on Snow White from the Masquerade line. She's beautiful, she's stunning, and she has her own separate video, so I won't talk about her too much, but I love her, and she was one of the dolls that I was thinking about like the most out of that line. I was also thinking about Alice. Drizella and Anastasia I wanted because I do really like the Cinderella movie, and I want them as dolls. They weren't like a favorite out of the line, but I did want them because I really like Cinderella's like story, and I wanted them as dolls. But the doll that I was thinking about I actually really like was Alice and Snow White, but Snow White I like more. And so I have her. An honorable mention is like, not the whole 2-pack I love, but my favorite out of the two of them is Maleficent. She's just all the way back there, and that chair was empty and I needed something in the background. So we have them in the background. But Maleficent from the 2-pack, I really like. Her face mold's really nice, her eyelashes, her outfit is really great, and out of the two of them, I really like Maleficent more. And so, yes, that is the favorites and regrets of 2024. And I want to do this every year at the end of the year. I just hope to plan a little bit better than I have done. Taking a break in November really set me back, and I'm seeing like, oh, that video was supposed to come out, that video was supposed to come out, and you're not seeing them yet, which is like, oops, my bad, guys. But it's fine. I will have those videos coming out, and not everybody watches every single video of mine as they come out, so they'll still be available. They'll come out eventually, and you'll see them. And it's kind of on brand for me to have videos, just kind of hoard them and have them coming out randomly. And my hair color is like 10 different colors in 1 month. So that's just on brand. That's just the brand at this point. Because most of Dollmas, I had one color. And we're ending it off. Like Christmas, you're seeing a totally different hair color. So it's just like, yeah, that's how that goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. But that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. What was your favorite doll that you've purchased in 2024? Or any doll regrets? Because I feel like, as Fairy Tale Dolls were saying, that it is good to talk about things that you regret buying. Yes, as collectors, you are buying a lot. And there are things that I regret that I didn't do and that I'm going to be doing in 2025. I've been thinking about them, and I was like, oh, I have so many great ideas that I want to do. And I also kind of want to get the impulse under control. Because like a couple of the dolls that I impulse bought and didn't make the video, and it wasn't because of any particular reasons, but because I bought porcelain dolls. I bought a lot of porcelain dolls, and they didn't make the video. Even though one of my favorite ones is the Maleficent one of that too, because she looks just so unique. And I don't know if I don't know if I filmed the unboxing of that or I just unboxed them. I'm pretty sure I just unboxed them because I don't film every unboxing, just like most of them. But I do want to keep some just because like I really want to open them. So that is all. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the new year with a ton of videos that I've talked about in this one that you will see then. This is more up to date on how I actually look. I do plan on like adding some more blue to my hair after that video, because I filmed me dyeing my hair. A lot of it's off camera, but I do plan on adding a little bit more blue to the hair, and maybe I'll put some pictures in that video for it. But yeah, I have a ton of videos for that, for my second channel that I have to edit, because I kind of neglected that channel while I was pursuing this one. I did have a goal for this year. I'm ending the video and I'm still talking. It's fine. I did have a goal for this year to get like 500 subscribers, and I'm so close. I don't know if I'll hit 500 before the end of the year, but hopefully I can. That's something that I've been like striving for ever since I saw that it was a possibility that it would happen this year. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Let's see if we can get that to go. And hopefully I can also get, like, I have some goals that I want to get to in 2025, and just like trying to stay consistent this year is really like, that's why I've been like grinding on this channel, even though I did take some breaks and it wasn't very like as neat. I hope that next year I can be a little bit consistent with both channels. which is going to be a challenge. I'm thinking hopefully by my birthday I have a schedule like set that I can like stick to. It's going to be like playing catch up for the first couple months and then just trying to get a schedule going. And yeah, that's what I have planned, and I'm ending the video now. I'm going to stop talking and let you go. Enjoy the ending of the year and a good start to the beginning of the year. And I will see you in 2025. This is my last video for the year. Okay. Bye!
The Christmas tree's on fire. Santa's holding the lighter. My parents are both liars. I got gifts but one subscribers. Thanks for the candy basket. Oh, got another jacket. My stocking's filled with acid. Am I dreaming? What just happened?